Exercise 4 is a secondary advancement exercise. In this exercise, we will simulate the occasional situation when initial advancement is not enough to get into the paravertebral space, so you would have to use secondary advancement. The endpoint for secondary advancement is a loss of resistance or reaching the maximum allowable distance, whatever comes first. We will give you the maximum allowable distance for each exercise. Occasionally, you will have a loss of resistance before you used up the maximum distance, but sometimes a loss of resistance will not occur. In this case, you should stop advancing the needle anyway and verify with the ultrasound. Your first objective is to safely land the needle on the transverse process at any level or side. Then you will perform the block based on the provided delta. You will not be able to see the lung during the ultrasound imaging. You notice the delta given here is 2 centimeters. Knowing this, you will start this exercise by locating the transverse process. Once you mark the projection of the transverse process, you should measure the distance to it and safely land your needle on it. Be sure to note that you cannot see lung in this exercise. Different deltas are provided for each exercise. Next, you will land the needle on the tip of the transverse process. Note the needle depth at the skin while the needle is on the TP. Be sure to make a mental note of the maximum allowable depth of the needle before you start advancing the needle past the TP. Then perform initial advancement, check for a loss of resistance, and then continue with secondary advancement. In this particular case, we did not have a loss of resistance and had used up all of our maximum distance. Knowing this, and knowing that we are only to advance the needle as far as the estimated maximum distance allowed, we would press the needle in place button to be scored.